Hi everyone. Today let's learn a 7 step of e-marketing plan. So before proceeding to the topic, what exactly the plan is? So obviously to achieve something we need to have a proposal. That proposal is called a detailed proposal is called a plan. So before going to the topic into the detail, just look at the outline. A 7 step e marketing plan contains these 7 steps. First one, situation analysis, e marketing strategic planning, objectives, e marketing strategy, implementation plan, budget, and last one, evaluation plan. So, before going to the 7 step of e marketing plan, let's have some look into what exactly the plan is. As I told in earlier, that a plan is something which is a detailed proposal to achieve the desired goal or something. So the basic plan start with the word how. How leads to formulation of a plan? Obviously, when the question comes how, and it leads to the procedure. So what how we are going to do, and that how lead to the making of a plan. For example, how to go for web marketing. If you're having a brick and mortar store and you would like to go for a web marketing, so the question comes how. So the basic process which follows is how lead to we have to formulate a plan. That plan needs to formulate the strategy, and those strategies and those plans we have to implement. So once we implement the plans, so we have to evaluate how the plan is going on with the set of standards. So moving further, let's look at the ESP model. So what exactly ESP stands for? E is environmental, S is strategy, and P is all about the performance. So when we are making a plan, so we always follow the ESP strategy. So what exactly E comes? That is nothing but environment, legal environment, ethical environment, technological environment, competition. This is all the factors we have to analyze. So especially in the internet markets. So that environment leads to SWOT analysis, strength, weakness, opportunities, and threats. So once we evaluate these all, then we formulate the strategies with this SWOT analysis. E-marketing strategy model we develop, or we can say strategy, or also we can call it as a model, how we are going to do it. Then we prepare an e-marketing plan. Then we formulate the strategy for e-marketing. Then we implement the marketing mix, or we can say CRM also. So here we use 4Ps also, and customer relationship management also. So once we implement this all, then we have to evaluate the performance through the metrics. We always use metrics to evaluate the performance of the plan, how actually it is going. Let's move further. So before going to again, there are two types of planning in e-marketing. One is called napkin e-marketing plan, and another one is called a venture capital e-marketing plan. Now what exactly this napkin e-marketing plan is? Basically, when you're sitting with your friends on a coffee shop and you take a paper and you're discussing on a matter, let's start something else, let's look for a startup. And suddenly you got an idea, so how we can move, and you will take a tissue paper or a pad and you will draw this how we can start a business. So that basically comes as a napkin plan. It's the big picture of the business, or we can say quick outline also. So it is nothing but a might draw on back of a napkin. You can say explained that already, that when you're sitting with someone or you are having a pad, then you are going for it, or in a restaurant or in a hotel. You discuss this on a coffee, lunch, or dinner. Looking at the picture, you can say how to start a startup. So that basically idea. We are discussing with the friends on a restaurant or a coffee shop, then we do, yeah, this how we can go. So that is called napkin plan. Now coming to the venture capital e-marketing plan. So every startup companies with the potential to grow need a certain amount of investment, because investment matters a lot for any businesses. Wealthy investors like invest to their capital in such business with a long-term growth perspective. This capital is known as venture capital, and investors are called venture capitalists. So this is basic venture capitalists. You will find huge investors who want to invest their money in the startups, but the startups should be very a good plan. Now let's get to the exact 7 step of e-marketing plan. So first one is situation analysis. Let's see one by one. So let's go to first point, that is nothing. Situation analysis. So basically, situation is nothing but an environment which a business is operating or going to be operated. So basically, it is evaluated. We have seen in ESP model, that is, we go through SWOT analysis. The major environmental factors are that we have already seen in ESP model, that is legal, technological, and market related factors. So these three plays a basic important role when we are analyzing the situation. So our plan should fit in three more basic environmental factors. SWOT examines the company's internal strength and weakness and looks at external opportunities and threats. Obviously, we know there are two types of environment. One is internal analysis, one is external analysis. Internal analysis, it's all talk about the strengths of a business and weakness of the business. External analysis always talk about opportunities and threats, which is outside the control of organization. So looking at the example of the Facebook, look at the SWOT. What strength Facebook actually has? Integrated feature of Web 2.0, huge fan base and migrating users from other social media websites. People started switching to that once they saw the strength of it. The marketing platform, one of the biggest platform of the social media platform we can call, that is Facebook. Weakness is authentication of users. Yeah, here what happens, authentication matters a lot. There will be huge fake accounts and this will be created. And another weakness is hackers. This is how they have to tackle. Every time they will tackle and they have to always look into the hackers problem. Now what opportunity it has? Banner advertising, which is already they are starting it. Create a new business lines in Facebook itself. What are threats Facebook faces? Technological changes always happens. Updates required. Change in apps required or software is required. Then cybercrime, one of the biggest threat what Facebook faces. We can even there are so many threats. We can say cyberbullying is there, cyber theft is there. There are so many things which has to be taken care. That is the strength and weakness opportunities of the Facebook. So moving further, e-marketing strategic planning. So e-marketing strategic planning, it says, or we can say, it's here we are, or you can say marketers uncover opportunities that help formulate the e-marketing objectives. So marketers always look for opportunities and that has to be identified, and that for that we have to formulate the objectives to achieve those. Always marketers conduct analysis and especially market opportunity analysis where they exactly come to know what is the demand and what is the supply analysis and how to go for a segmenting and targeting to the customers. Then segmenting analysis such as demographics. So demographic wise, with the help of GPS, you can say, with the help of new technology, you can go for demographically analysis can be done as per that particular demographic requirement. Supply analysis to assist in forecasting and segment profitability and to find competitiveness in the market. So next, if you look at e-marketing strategy, tier 2 task, what exactly we have to do? We know positioning, differentiation, segmentation, targeting. But looking at tier 2 task, we have to offer, we have to give them offers, we have to give the value, and the best, most important, distribution, communication, and CRM. We can say customer relationship management. So moving further, so what are objectives? That is third one. So objective e-marketing are formulated, which includes basically, obviously, task. So question is, what is to be accomplished? So this is all about the task what we have to complete in a within given period of time frame. Measurable quantity, How much, that is again matters. How many sales you can say, how many in terms of units we have to sell. Time frame, by which month? We can say quarterly, yearly, or half yearly. Moving further, so most of the objectives you can find it. First is increase market share, that is the basic objective of any organization. Increase sales revenue, reduce costs, improve databases, achieve customer relationship management goals, improve supply chain management. So next is e-marketing strategy. So what happens is here we use 4Ps especially and relationship management, which plays a huge role in the e-marketing plan. First we see product strategy. You can say merchandising, content, surveys, or advertising on its website. Basically you can find it on Amazon, or you access any web portals of any businesses. Pricing strategy, dynamic pricing and online bidding. So dynamic pricing always you see find on webs, always the pricing always change. And online bidding especially happen for the search engine optimizations. Distribution strategies, so direct marketing or agency business model. So this is one the two models which actually we can frame, depends on the strategy or type of a business or type of a plan. Marketing communication strategies, how we are going to communicate or reach the customers. Relationship management strategy, how to be always be bound with the customers, which always create a customer lifetime value, or we can say a long term customers, loyal customers, which is totally handled by CRM methods. So moving further, if you look at one of the campaigning strategy, that is the goal. So first is search engine optimization. That is nothing but SEO, we call it, and search engine optimization. Whenever people search for something, so our website should appear first. So that is nothing but search engine optimization. Website development, that matters a lot for an infrastructure, one who would like to visit the web. Paid search, obviously, if someone search, yours website should appear at the first top. That comes in paid search. Social media marketing and content marketing. So these are one of the example of campaigning strategy. Moving further, so this is one of the thing we can say example, online goals and online strategy. Increase customer engagement, how we can do? We can go for online advertising, yes. Online videos, yes. Email, yes. Online sales, no. But here we are looking for engagement. And social networking, yes. Increase customer database, how we can do this? Online advertising, yes. Online videos, no, not possible. Sometimes. Email, no. Online sales, yes. And from social networking, yes, we can grab the customer database from these. So this is how we evaluate the different type of objectives through different type of tactics or e-marketing strategies. Next comes the part, the most important one is implementation plan. So here we use tactics to achieve the planned objectives. Obviously, we have discussed that 4Ps tactics. I have discussed relationship management tactics, marketing organization tactics, staff and department structure matters a lot, information gathering tactics. So these all tactics are played as important role when we are implementing the plan. Even companies use website forms and they use cookies, they use feedback email, social media comments and likes, etc. And even our reviews also, research, we can say reviews, what reviews have been given by the users, that also been used. Website log analysis, business intelligence and secondary research. So these are the way where they use the tactics for implementing the plan specially. So if you look at pay-per-click advertising, pay-per-click advertising is, for example, you're searching something, related advertisement appears on the website. And if you click that banner advertisement or advertisement over there or a video advertisement over there, then you have to pay for it. If a visitor is not clicking, then there is no need to pay. Once he clicks, he has to pay for it. Now, how actually pay per click process happens? So first thing comes here is keyword search, research. Next is ad creation, landing page development, account setup they have to do, tracking installation and testing, campaign launch, monitoring performance, campaign assessment, analysis and feedback through web analytics. So next, if you see, that is most important part of budget. Any plan always evaluated through budget. So the plan must be identify the expected returns for marketing, how many sales are going to be, what revenue we are going to generate, and always we have to try for cost reduction practices. So investments in order to develop cost or benefit analysis, how much cost and what benefit we are going to get from it. Return on investment calculation, IRR, that plays a most important role, internal rate of return. Return on marketing investment. If you look at the picture, you can say how budgeting is done. Email marketing, 15% budget is contributed. Event and trade show, person to person contact, print ads, direct mail, social media marketing, search engine optimization, online display ads, television advertising, radio advertising, display ads like billboards and signs and others. So these are the methods of advertising are used, and how much, where we are spending, how much money we are spending on what, that's all calculated through budgeting system. Next, revenue and cost. So obviously revenue forecast matters a lot. Intangible benefits such as brand equity. Okay, so brand equity, you know, it's a value given by the customers to the brand, how they evaluate it, and how a brand push a product. Cost savings, that matters a lot. E-marketing cost, technological cost, site design, salaries to be paid, other site development expenses, marketing communication, social media communication, and miscellaneous. So ultimate objective of any budget is the budget should in a such a way that we can earn a huge profit from that particular plan. So every plan is evaluated through budget before implementation. So once we finish the budgeting part, next part obviously comes evaluation plan. So any plan is always been evaluated with the performance. So we have already seen in ESP model. So the last P in ESP says performance matrix. We always evaluate the performance of a plan through certain metrics. So marketing plan success depends on continuous evaluation, obviously. E-marketers must have tracking systems in place to measure results. So basically when you are going to web marketing, basically web analytics tools plays an important role. So Google also provided analytical tools. How many are traffic keys came, how many click-through rate happens, pay-per-click happens, how much traffic came to your website, and what is the conversion rate of the customers. So everything can be evaluated through web analytics tools. So there are very even metrics related to specific planner goals. Today firms are ROI driven. Every company look for return on investment. So e-marketers must show how intangible goals lead to higher revenue. Accurate and timely metrics can help justify expenditures. So these metrics can help evaluate. So you can, if you're going to web through, I already explained pay-per-click, click-through rates, the number of traffic has engaged to that particular website, what is the conversion rate. So these all helps to evaluate the plan. So thank you. I hope you enjoyed the presentation.